Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll show you how to draft this beautiful pleated structure sleeve with a drawstring waist step by step. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's dive into this tutorial. We have a starting line of 1 inch, which I'm marking like so, the 1 inch. So on your pattern paper you mark 1 inch just like this. So after we're done marking 1 inch, the measurement you'll be using for this top is your half length and your shoulder length. That's from your center back. You mark to your neck, your sleeve. So when you put your tape on your center back, you mark through your sleeve. Then on this line here, you measure your 3.5 inches, which I'm marking here, 3.5. Then from this point, you mark what your sleeve, your measurement you have on your sleeve, which I'll be using mine as 22 inches. Just measure from your center back to the sleeve how long you want it. It's up to you how long you want the sleeve. But this one I'm using 22 inches, which I will mark like so. I mark 22 like this. Then I'll come down from the shoulder line. I'll come down from the neckline, sorry, the back neckline, because I'm drafting both front and back 1 inch. Then I'll connect to the 3.5 inches. I'm drafting the front and the back together in one pattern paper. So I'll connect like so to the 1 inch line. So after which I'll draft the front neckline also, which is a V front neckline. So I went from this line, I went down 7 inches. Then I'll just make it slant to the 7 inches from the same 3.5 inches like this, just like so. So from the neckline we have the front and the back, which I'll label the front and the other side as the back of the front pattern and the back, sorry. So we have it like this. So what you do next, let me outline for us to see first. Let me outline this just like so. So after this, what you do next is to determine the length, how long you want your length. This I'm using 20 inches for this top, both the band and the top length. So I'll be using 1.5 as the band. So 20 inches minus 1.5 will give me 18.5. So I'll be marking 18.5 for the top length, plus the band 1.5 band inches will give me 20 inches. So it's up to you how long you want it. So I'll mark through the lines like this, then connect with a straight rule, just like so. So we have the top length, and we have this other side as the shoulder line. So after you're done doing this, what we'll do now, from we have here as the front, which we will, there's no unfold on this top, is both, we'll have the line on the front and back. So from this sleeve length, you go down from this part 10 inches, which you mark from here, place your tape here and go down by 10 inches, which is the bicep. It's up to you how wide you want it. Then you mark a straight through connecting the points together. It's up to you how wide, you just measure how wide you want. Then from this point I'll go down by 1 inch for shoulder slants. Then I'll connect back to the neckline just like this, just like so. Then after you're done doing this, what I'll do next is from the waistline, which we have we'll do the waist measurement divided by 4. You impute your waist measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches ease. So I imputed mine, then I added 2 inches for ease. I added the 2 inches. So what I'll do now is to connect from that 2 inches with a slant like this to the, from the sleeve to the waistline, just the way I'll do it like this. So you connect slantly like this to the, not too curvy, to the sleeve length, just like so. So after you're done doing this, so what you do next now is to create, we have the front and the back on this line, which is not unfold. So it's to create the pleat lines from the shoulder. So what you do now is to measure your shoulder, the total of what you have on your shoulder line, which is here, then you divide by 4. So I measured mine. I'm having, when I divided, I'm having 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. So I'll make sure I have like 3 points. One, just the last one will be the one for the sleeve. So I have it as 1.2, then 3. Then which will be, this is where we'll be slashing. So on the waistline, what to do is still divide what, all total what you have, then divide by 4, which mine was 2.5. I marked the 2.5, another 2.5, just the way I'm doing, just 2 years this way. Another 2.5, I will mark another 2.5. Even if the other line you're having is longer, like higher, it doesn't mean it's okay like that. So I mark the 2.5, 2.5. So after getting it, what you do now is to place your rule in a slant form. See the way I'm placing it like this? Just place your straight rule like then you connect to the waistline. Do the same thing on all the lines. The same thing here. You connect the straight line down to the waistline point. Do the same thing on this other part, just like so. Slantly, not straight. You place your rule on a slant form. So after this, we'll mark the points. These lines are the lines which will be slashing through. That's 3 lines. This is what we'll be slashing through to give us the fullness. So after you're done doing this, what you need to do now is to cut out. We'll cut out the sleeve, which will label. Sorry, I'll mark here as the front and the back. I'll label it as the front and back. Then we'll cut out. Let's cut out. Sorry, from this one, sorry, you have to go in by half of an inch. Sorry, for the back bulge, that's the zipper bulge side. It's just to give the fitting on the back. Why? Remember to write your 1.5 as the band. So after doing this now, what you do is just to cut out. You cut out like so. You cut out like this on the back neck like so. So after you're done cutting now, what you do now is to, we have it as the body like this, which will be having the slant on this part. You have to label them. We have the 1, we have the 2, we have the 3, and this side as the 4, 1. Then the upper part you label as the up, this part the up and the up. So when splashing, you know how to place your patterns. So after you're done doing this, we have the 4 patterns. So what we'll do now is to slit, that's to cut open the slash parts. So open this part like this, just slash open everything. So after you're done doing this, so what you do now is to bring out another fresh pattern paper. You take a full pattern paper, which is what I have here. So after you bring out the full pattern paper, you mark a starting line on the pattern paper. So I'll be marking 1-inch starting line on the pattern paper, which I'll mark like so. 1 inch. You can do half of an inch. It's just to starting where the lines where you'll be placing your patterns. So after doing this, what you do now is to bring your first pattern, that's the number 1 pattern, which we're having here. We have this as the number 1. So what you do now is to place this number 1 on the starting, that's the extreme end of this pattern paper. You see the way I'm placing it? You just have to tape it down, or you can gum, just the way I'm doing. I'm trying to gum it down to this part also. You place it down like this. So after you're done placing it, I just mark that point. Then from here to this one, mark your 4 inches. Depends on how wide you want your pleats. But I marked 4. Then the down part, I did 3 inches from this point to the other side, 3 inches. So after doing what you do, you fold from this point here to the 3 inches line you have, like the 3 inches you measured. Then the upper part you fold to the 4 inches, just the way I'm doing it like this. Then you press down just to secure the pleats. So after pressing down, what you do next is to mark the points, that's here, as a notching side, which you will notch. Then take your number 2, place on the line like this. Then you tape down, just gum the number 2, just the way I'm doing it. You place it down like so. Then you do the same thing which you have from this point. You do 4 inches. Is how wide you can do 3. It's up to you. You do 4 inches. Then you come down on this part. You do your 3 inches. You measure your 3 inches like so, just the way we did the first pleat. So what you do now is to fold the way we folded the first one. You fold like this. So when folding, you don't it's not compulsory that your fold must be on the point. You just fold. That's 3 inches point is to give you a guide that is where your fold will stop. So I'll do the same thing on this other part also. I'll fold to the 4 inches, just fold to the 4 inches, even if it's not touching the point, but you know that line, you know the line which you mark the 4 inches. It's not must it must touch that same point you have the 4 inches, because remember it's going on a slant form, so it's not must it must be on the 4 inch. So by the time you do this, you can just blend the line to make sure it's the 3 inches you have, but still on the same line on the point. So after doing this, now when you mark like this, you fold, you mark this point like so, then you take your number 3. So after doing this, now you just, when you do the second one, you fold the second one, make sure the shoulder, you see the way the shoulder is meeting to the number 2 shoulder, they are same on the same line. So after doing this, you take the number 3, place it again on this part, just the way I'm doing this like this, then you tape down, just go on the same way. Then you do the number your 4 inches, just like the way we did the first, the second, and the first, second, and third. Just place your number 4 inches, 3 inches, then fold. You just fold it the same way we did the second and third, just like this. You fold like so, just like so. So after folding this, now we have the point like this, which we have our this point where I'm making sure the point is sharp is to have your notch, because you're notching it to get your, if you're not cutting on fabric, you have to notch it on that part. So after doing this, you place it like this. So our number 4 now, we don't need to go we don't need to extend the pleat on the number 4, because this number 3 pleat should cover the number 4 sleeve. I don't know if you are getting this. The pleat we have on number 3 should cover the number 4. Just place your pattern like this, then you gum your pattern like so. Yeah, just come on the number 4 like this. You don't need to go by 4 inches on this part. Place number 4 like this, and you're having 1 2 3. So what you do now, by the time you fold like so, you're having it like this. Then when you open, you're having the patterns like so. So when you close, if you want to cut out, what you do now is to fold like this. Then you have to trim just the way you see the shoulder, the way all are meeting, they are all on the same line. They are all on the same line. So you just place like so, then you use your scissors to close. Make sure you close before cutting. You use your scissors to cut out like this, just the way I'm cutting it like so. You cut on the neckline like this, then do the same thing on the, make sure you notch this part. Place a pen on the part you will notch when cutting on fabric. You cut here like this, you notch it, you're notching all this side, which you also do on the fabric when cutting. So you have to notch it. So after doing this, you have to cut the waistline side also. You cut this side just like this, just like so. So after you're done doing this, we have our pattern like so. So it's left for you to, if you want to cut the back, you're open and having it like this. Make sure your pattern is like this, so that by the time you fold your fabric, you're having it straight. So after your notches will come like this part all here will be where you notch your fabric. So this is the down also, this is the part which you'll be having on the down part also. So after doing this, if you are cutting on the back, that's your back fabric, remember you're cutting the back pattern first before the front. If you cut on fabric, so what you do is to cut the main back, after which you cut the front for the front part. Make sure if you want to go on the back side by 2 inches, I know, remember the back length is shorter than the front. It's up to you, you can still cut it through this point, fold the patterns again, cut, but make sure you are cutting this on your fabric, not on this pattern, because you've not cut out the front pattern. So after this, if you want to do, you are cutting times 2, you still have to go in by on your fabric by half of an inch on your fabric also, to give a shape on this part. Remember, you go in by half of an inch on your fabric, please, because you're cutting the back before the front. So after doing this, we've come to the end of this video. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe and drop your questions on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this, and see you on my next video.